बिल्कुल यहीं रहेंगे, कोई कौन जाना चाहता है बाहर पे।
Travel is a big concern for me because I have meetings in Gurgaon, Noida all the time.
बहुत ज़्यादा क्राउड के चक्कर में, भीड़ के चक्कर में, उसके चक्कर में ट्रैवलिंग करने में बहुत सारी परेशानी होती है।
It takes 10 hours to travel. It's like 650 or 700 kilometers.
हम कहीं जाते हैं तो कितना भी सोचते हैं हमारा टाइम बचे।
I think it's a great concept because not only we'll save time but it also sounds exciting.
This Hyperloop thing comes in, and if the goods as well as the people are traveling between these cities.
अगर कुछ भी ऐसा नई चीज़ आती है, कोई टेक्नोलॉजी आती है, तो पहली बात तो यहाँ के जो लोग हैं, जो यहाँ का टैलेंट है, उनको यहाँ पे काम भी मिलेगा।
Also we can be more productive at our workplaces if Hyperloop comes into picture.
अभी तो बिलीव नहीं हो रहा है क्योंकि अभी ऐसा कुछ हुआ नहीं है, बट अगर आगे होता है तो हमारे लिए अच्छा है।
Hopefully we get it soon.
We should not just think of India, we should connect the whole world through it.
Hi, welcome to another Factory TV video. In this video, we'll take a look at the Hyperloop, the brand new method of transport brought forth by the entrepreneur and a billionaire Elon Musk. So let's get straight into it. First of all, what is it? Well, in broad terms, it is a fifth mode of transportation. So far, throughout the history, we have been using trains, cars, planes, boats and technically rockets. But I haven't been in one and you probably haven't either. So that doesn't really count. The Hyperloop is going to be a fifth mode of transport. So going into specific detail, the Hyperloop is a high-speed transport system in which passengers sit in a pressurized capsule and rides on the air cushion. The capsule operates in a sealed near-vacuum environment. The propulsion system is still to be chosen from the number of options, two of which are magnetic levitation and air pressure, similar to the air hockey table. The system is proposed to travel at an average speed of 900 km an hour and at a top speed of 1200 km an hour. Now, Elon is really not having much time to do this. He is busy in building rockets, electric cars and batteries to power houses. So, he has given away the idea and outsourced it in the form of a competition. Several companies have been formed to take part in the project, and even some student-led teams are working together to advance the Hyperloop technology. But more on this later in the video. So why does Elon Musk want to do everything? What's the point?
Blueprints are pretty complicated.
Well, blueprints are always kind of complicated, and I mean, yes, there's math, but it's really not that hard.
It still sounds pretty complicated, Elon.
It's like a tube with an air hockey table. It's just a low pressure tube with a pod in it that runs on air bearings, on air skis, with an air compressor on the front that's taking the high pressure air buildup on the nose and pumping it through the air skis. It's really, I swear it's not that hard.
Okay, so how does the idea came to Elon? Well, back in 2012, Elon was at Pando Daily event in Santa Monica, California. There he announced to the world that he is thinking of a fifth mode of transportation. Here it is what he said.
The fourth one, I'm considering just open sourcing. Basically just describing the idea, saying that this is what will be done, and if somebody wants to do it, then they can do it. But I'm thinking like maybe I should patent it and then offer to open source the patent to anyone that can make a credible case that they could actually do it. So I'm sort of debating it, but it would be for a fifth mode of transport. What if there was a fifth mode? And I have a name for it, which is called the Hyperloop.
The Hyperloop?
Hyperloop, yeah.
Elon states in another interview that the initial concept came to him when he was stuck in LA traffic, which caused him to be 1 hour late. So that's all good, but let's wait for some advantages and disadvantages of the system. First, the advantages. Theoretically, the pods can't crash. It is also much cheaper to build. It's about 1/10 of the proposed Indian high-speed railway system. This means that the ticket cost could be as less as 1500 rupees. It's actually a lot faster than you basically get in such money. For example, the Hyperloop proposed in India takes 85 minutes to cover the distance from Delhi to Mumbai, around 95 minutes from Chennai to Kolkata, and from Bengaluru to Chennai, it would be as less as 21 minutes. And one more thing, the distance longer than that would be much more economical. It is extremely power efficient as it generates more energy than it consumes. But yes, there's one disadvantage as well. The critics of Hyperloop says that the passengers are closed in a vacuum tube. If something happens, how would they escape? They also stated that the passengers will also get damaged by the vibrations of the tube. Okay, so just for fun, let's take a wider perspective to the concept of the Hyperloop. So, you may be surprised to realize that such idea is 200 years old. In 1812, a British mechanical engineer and inventor, George Midhurst, wrote a book detailing an idea of transporting passengers and goods through airtight tubes using air propulsion. And in 1864, in London, the first model was proposed, with large fans which used to power the steam engine as a propulsion. The system was successful for 1 year before it got closed. Alright, let's come back to the present day. Now let's talk about the progress of Hyperloop. So the Hyperloop is being built by the 3 companies. The paperwork is started in India, and in Nevada the tracks are being laid. The 3 companies who have started funding are the Hyperloop Transportation Technologies Inc., SpaceX, and the Hyperloop Technologies. These companies are getting involved with the government of the countries such as India and China and making sure that the dream should come true. And you know what's the best part of this whole story? It is that the newest technology, which is still not available, is being given to the students to develop, and the young students are given opportunities to work on it. So many countries took part in it, and even BITS Pilani from India. And we have big hopes that Indian companies will also start giving the opportunities to the students in developing the new technologies. So this was HT and you were watching Factory TV. Hope you will give a big thumbs up to this video, and you will subscribe if you want to. Please do it. And yes, hope you have seen the previous videos. If not, the links are on the screen and the description as well. Bye bye. Peace.